Lol. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's too fake on it. Anyway, I'm waiting for a little bit. We're only drinking water. Nice cup in it. Got it as a little Christmas present. Yeah, by Duckman. He's a YouTuber as well. Anyway, let's get a bit closer. That's it. We've got some facts and tips and. Do you know what's like? I'm gonna put the light on. I'm putting the light on so you get a bit more daylight. Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that light better? Is that better? Is it brightness better? Yes, it is better. I can see better now. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. Which is true, the rain's gone. You know what's interesting, right? Where I walked the South End Pier, world's longest pleasure pier, by the way, 1.33 miles. I saw a sorry, I saw a seal at the end of the pier, and it was a baby seal. And baby seals are called wieners. I bet you didn't know that. Oh well, it's funny. Despite how many people I sent this link to, people are not logging on yet. I'm sure they will turn up at some point. Photography is a practice for eating insects. The steepest snowball descent was 72 degrees, ridden by Tom Burton on Donner Pass in California. The Carthaginians fought off the Roman ships in 300 BC by catapulting knife snakes at them. Whoa, how random is that? Whoa, that's really intense. The first sport captured on film was boxing match recorded by Thomas Edison in 1894. Hello there. I am mentioning it again just to let you know. When I went to Southend Pier, the world's longest pleasure pier, 1.33 miles. This is a video of that. I saw a baby seal at the end, and the baby seals are called wieners. Yeah. Yes, I know Stray Kids. I even know BTS. I even know Twice. Yes, I know K-pop. Wild turkeys can run around, basically, at 30 miles per hour and fly up to 55 miles per hour. There's a word here I cannot pronounce. It is mega long. I'll show you on the screen in a minute. It is mega long. It's a word for a speeding limit in Germany. I better hide that picture because it might be gross for you. But yes, it's a very, 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 very long word. I just want to show you. It's very, very, very. You see that very, 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 very long word. And it's mega long, right? I'm from Essex. Kangaroos can't walk. Did you know that? Kangaroos cannot walk. The Yellow River in China is the world's muddiest river. The Rock of Gibraltar is mostly grey limestone. You can get salmonella poisoning from handling a frog. The technical term for goosebumps is horopophinean. What a word. The 11th anniversary is called Undercennial. That's it. So I should get a light here, really. Get a light going. It's better. I just need a light. I just need a light. Milton Street in the City of London was called Krogerpeck. It's a swear word. Kroger, and the see you next Tuesday word on the end of it. Lane until 1800 in Southwark, Horsley Down Lane, under the former red light district, and was originally known as Hawes Lie Down Lane. It's so funny. There are more than 90 different scientific theories on how dinosaurs became extinct. 1 in 5 people alive today is Chinese. Tom Hanks is a descendant from Abraham Lincoln. In 1986, a guard is armoured car was killed in the USA when £50,000 worth of quarters fell on top of him. Ouch. Florence, Italy was the first city to have all the streets paved in 1339 BC. Most electric razors buzz into the key of G. Mickey Mouse, yeah, everyone knows Mickey Mouse, right? It's actually Scorpio, the star sign. You know the star sign is a Scorpio. So if anybody asks, what's his star sign? It's a Scorpio. Here's a tip. Use chicken feed to melt ice on paths. It doesn't damage the plants like salt, and the birds will eat it once the ice is gone. Here's a trick. To prevent ice building up and frozen shut door window, simply spray the areas with WD-40. The extra physics activity involved in living 50 years ago compared to today is the equivalent of running a marathon every week. Saturn, as in the planet Saturn, descending is so low that the planet could float on water. Yes, we are done with this one. Here's a really cool one about the moon. Everyone loves watching the moon. So if anybody talks to you about the moon, you can wow them with this fact. A moon is 9 times brighter than a half moon. Pope John Paul II performed 3 exorcisms. The Australians used to name Hurricane. So Australians used to name Hurricane. What do you call those? So dark. I can't read it. Hurricanes. Sorry, I'm not with it today. I'm really not with it. Yeah, they used to name hurricanes after unpopular politicians. There are only 4 countries in the world with 1 stable names in English: Chad, France, Greece and Spain. Water freezes before cockroaches. Bloodwheel. The smallest TV ever made was in 1982. Seikyo TV watches is a screen was just 1.25 inches wide. An apple contains about 6 teaspoons of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. The city of Chicago tows 55 tons of junk cars to wreck yards every year. Of the 850 different species of bats in the world, only 3 of them drink blood. The stuff that gives freshly smoked grass its smell, you know, you get sometimes when you cut the grass and it stinks and you wonder what it is. It's called hexanol. That's the name of it. That's the name of the smell. Hexanol. 845 languages are spoken in India. China has the longest border than any other country on earth. That's 13,700 miles of borderline. Each puff of smoke inhaled by a cigarette contained 4 billion particles of dust. The first thing a newborn queen does is to try to kill all the other newborn queens. So when it's born, it tries to kill the others. Oh, that's interesting. It's a survival, really, isn't it? During World War I, raw garlic juice was applied to wounds to stop the infection. In the 3 weeks of a baby sparrow is in the nest, its parents will make 5,000 trips for food. The late James Doohan, aka Scotty from Star Trek, had no middle finger because he was shot. He was shot off by a gun battle on D-Day. In Japan, Dr. No, as the James Bond film, Dr. No, was translated, "We don't want a doctor." In the making of 2005, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, 244,993 gallons of fake chocolate were used. The world's tallest dog is the Great Nine. Gibson stands at 7 feet on its hind legs. Here's a trick for you all. To stop garlic juice, stop the juice. I get it right there. To stop your juicy steak curling up on its sides when it cooks, make it slit along the sides and let the meat out before frying or grilling. As another trick, to stop mice getting back into your house through the holes, block them up with metal pads. They fit perfectly as much as the hole, and the mice won't chew into it because it irritates their mouth, basically. The 18th century London, you could purchase insurance against going to hell. That's a random thing. Here's a trick. Draw out a splinter by mixing soap with a teaspoon of sugar and water. Place the mixture on a plaster and over the splinter. It will draw out it overnight. Fact. FBI's top most wanted list as 94% of them a catch-and rate. Trick. If you have a ring that has become tight and bent over time so you can't get it off, drop it over the tip of the snooker cue. Gently push the ring down until it regains its shape. That's pretty cool, actually. Are these stuck together? These are not stuck together, no. These are not stuck together. It's getting interesting now. Moray eel meat is poisonous. After America, Finland has the highest rate of gun deaths in the Western world. I need a drink. Sorry. Let's put this over here. That's it. Around 1 in 40,000 people are born with dwarfism. Carpenters' pencils are square, so they don't fall off the roof. Oh, I'm feeling a bit dizzy today. Too much sugar probably. Where's the heating? It was a bit warm today. Organised crimes accounts for 40% of the Russians' economy. A poem written to celebrate a wedding is called Epithalamium. Ink Indian ink. This is going to blow your mind, actually. Indian ink comes from China. Albert Einstein was convinced that his pet cat suffered from depression. Antarctica is the only continent that doesn't have land areas below sea level. How are there? Hello, Kelly and Mark. How are you? I'm good, yes. There are 8 time zones in North America. This is going to blow your mind and all. Egg whites will turn pink when left overnight in a copper bowl. That's worth trying, isn't it? The first leap year was in 46 BC. Yeah. This is a long word, actually. So I'm going to give it a bash. Chemomatophobia is a fear of money. There's a fear of money. Interesting. It takes 16,550 kernels of drum wheat to make a pound of pasta. That's a lot. The medical name for Adam's apple is the Firewood College. Edward II, or King of England, from 1307 to 1327, died from a hot poker up his backside. Water can flow through a plant at 4 miles per hour. So when you water your plant, you only water your plants 4 miles per hour. The water comes out. Norway consumes more Mexican food than any other country in Europe. This is another one's going to blow your mind. All toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads. Get your mouth around that one. Human DNA and jellyfish DNA are 90% identical. Technically related to a jellyfish. How cool is that by 90%? It's kind of cool though, isn't it? Mosquitoes hibernate. Do you know, just to blow your mind, do you know when you say, oh, I got bitten by a mosquito? Don't blame the men, don't blame the males, blame the females, because they're the ones that bite. Because they're the ones that mate. They're the ones that produce the babies and that. Yes, the ones that bite are female. The ones that don't bite are male. So when you see a bite on your hand, female insects. Sand melts at 3,100 degrees Fahrenheit. Amurakuk is a language of Ethiopia. The alphabet has 267 letters. Kayaking is a required subject in Greenland schools. Imagine you go to school in Greenland and you have to do kayaking. Why you don't like water? That's going to be a bugger, isn't it? Fact. The ears of an African elephant can weigh up to 8 stone each. The 71 billion packets of biscuits are sold annually by United Biscuits, owner of McVitie's, generate 127.8 tons of crumbs. That's a lot of crumbs. The Great Barrier Reef has a mailbox that tourists can ferry out so they can mail postcards directly from the reef. I wonder who's collecting those letters, right? Here's a tip. When cutting anything with a hacksaw blade, spray some WD-40 on your blade first, then when sort through, the materials are much easier. Tip. You can clean an acid residue from a car battery by pouring hot salted water on them and letting them soak for about a minute. Then, using a paste made of water and baking soda, take an old toothbrush and lightly scrub. The corrosion will soon disappear. Yes, I'm falling. Everything's falling off the table. Didn't give myself enough space. Oh wow, I like this one. I like this fact page. Just looking at some of the facts already, and it's just like, whoa, whoa. Let's start with something scary. Tigers kill around 50 animals per year. In order to qualify for the first production car record, the vehicle cannot be a concept car, or it must be illegal, street illegal. The slowest speed at which you can water ski is 15 miles per hour. Manchester City had 13 managers. Sir Alex Ferguson took charge of Neighbours and Man United. Joe Kopecky says okay a total of 108 times in Lethal Weapon 2. That's interesting. David Beckham was the 1078th player to play for England. A Marine recruits food intake in over 4,000 calories a day. Rattlesnakes can swim and bite underwater. Yeah, what's happening? Is it really? What's happening? When the two ice hockeys collide, they absorb enough energy to power a 100 light bulb. The first recorded hijacking of an airplane took place in 1931 in Peru. The entire population of US prisons were gathered together in one place. It would be America's fourth largest city. Syria has the world's largest restaurant, seating 6,014 diners. The water hazard on the 17th hole Sawgrass Golf Course in Florida is responsible for 120,000 lost golf balls every year. The biggest registered tip that someone's given was £23,000 and was given to a lap dancer in Stringfellows in London. That's a huge tip. Did you know Samuel L. Jackson plays golf for five handicapped? I bet you didn't know that one. The Dr. Burger, you know the little guy on the Pringles thing? Dr. Frederick Burger is designed by Pringles Tube. It says here, designed by Pringles Crisp Tube, was buried in once. Doesn't mean when they done it one go. Design, done. Yeah. It's not like a retry design. Area 5151. That's a random name actually, but that's pretty cool. That's an interesting. Would you rather gain muscles or gain egos? Oh, I've got the muscles, so I'm alright. Yeah. Hasn't everyone? Not a lot of, not the big muscles, just the more basic muscles. Well, here's a tip. When taking your car abroad, don't forget to fit headlights delectors. They're now required by law. Did you know forks were banned in the Royal Navy until 1897? Don't stab your steak on the barbecue as the juices will escape. When charging a tyre, it's easier to remove the tyre with the wheel nuts if you loosen them before jacking up the car. In the NASCAR race, Talladega, the speedway, in May 2008, the lead tyre changed 52 times. Ooh, I better have a drink actually. There's that light's doing my eyes in, man. Oh dear. Ugh. You want to hear something cool on the live? Ready? This is a lightsaber without the lightsaber. Look. Wait. Ready? The lightsaber without the lightsaber. It's there. Yes. That's what a lightsaber looks without the lightsaber. Oh, let's carry on the facts now. I was just messing about, so it's just been funny. Oh, by the way, vlogs to come on the next live, if I'm feeling up to it. I'm going to show you a preview of what's to come on the next live. Don't stay there. It's in the other room. I need to show you. It'll be back 2 seconds. It'll be the same time, 8 o'clock. But if you're up to see, you want to see it, and you know, I was mentioning like I don't know if I mentioned it at all or not. A really large cup of tea. Right, here's a cup. Here's a cup to give you an idea. This is just a cup. This is a big cup, by the way, but it's not big enough. I'm serious. Look at the size of it. Look. There you go, an idea. And the biscuits fit. Look, all the biscuits fit in there. But yes, this is happening. Hopefully next week. If I'm in the mood, days. Only if I'm in the mood. Yes. Or if not, be the week after. It won't be delayed no more than 2 weeks. But if you do want to see it, give a comment. If you do want to see it, I will do it. It'll be a hard challenge because I've got to drink the whole... See how long I can last before going to the loo. But yeah, it'll be the whole cup. I'm going to make sure it's nice and hot anyway. I might have a pot of tea on the side, just in case it gets cold. I can fill up another half. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a freaking huge cup. My Lynn got this for me, yeah. Yeah, look what it says on there. It says, saves the day. Tea saves the day. Do you know what? It's really... I've tried it without the tea. It's heavy. But when you put the tea in it, it's awesome. Who we got there? Naboom Man. I love that. Let's get back to the facts. Trying to skip the boring ones. No one likes a boring fact, do they, really? Yeah. Ricky Hilton has won 30 of his flights by a knockout. That's boxing, if you're boxing thing. Yeah. People drive on the left in 61 countries. There you go. 3 players are called Tiger entering the last USA Open. So all the ones that have entered the golf are basically, yeah, called Tiger. 3 of them. During the game of NBA Finals, 10,000 photos are taken. Are you playing a game or something there? Barry, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not saying that, I don't know what you mean there. Mods, get on that little random weird comments and sort it out. Mods. You are there? No. Mobile phones can now be placed from the top of Everest. The world record for eating hot dogs is 53 and 3.4 dogs in 12 minutes. The shipping forecast for the first broadcast was on 4th of July 1925. The ice sheet covered by Antarctica is around 4.8 kilometers thick. There are 391 casinos around the Native Americans in the US. At 517 yards, Mike Keenan hit the longest hole in golf history in 2002. The longest ever bungee jump off a fixed structure was one seen in GoldenEye, that's the James Bond film, from 2,020 metres high at Vennesdam in Switzerland. Thank you, mods. In total, in father and son partnership, I played Test cricket for England. In 2001, Paraguay's president was caught driving a stolen BMW in the 7 Series. How random can you get? How random. The only actor to appear in Star Wars movies were Anthony Daniels, 3CPO, and Kennedy Bacon, R2-D2. There are only 110,000 Inuits in Arctic Eskimos left in the world. They're not called Eskimos anymore, they're called Inuits, which is spelled I-N-U-I-T-S. There you go. Everyone knows Eskimos, but that's an old word. That's an old term they use now. Tip. When scoffing a hot curry, it can be hot and spicy, as we all know. Have some yogurt and a mini dressing on hand to swirl the fire. It works better than a beer. So have that aside if it's a bit too much. A goalkeeper, William Macron from Agraham, invented the penalty kick in 1890. So every time you see a penalty in football, you go, wait, that was back in 1890. Keep ants away from your barbecue by washing the legs and the tops of the picnic table with vinegar. They hate it. An elephant, talking about muscles today, because we said muscles today. An elephant has 40,000 muscles in its trunk. Somewhere in the region of 22,000 checks will be deducted from the wrong bank account over the next hour. Whoa, that's long. Don't worry, we will clean the mess up later. The Venus flytrap takes half a second to shut its prey. Between 1990 and 2005, 563 Tanzanians were killed in lion attacks. The longest range on volleyball, longest range on volley soccer, I said that wrong, volley soccer, is in the Premiership was a 42 smashed from Portsmouth. Oh, it's 42 yard. Smashed from Portsmouth, yeah, there we are. The billionth download on iTunes was Speed of Sound by Coldplay. The Arsenal, as the football club, Arsenal have been in football's top flight since 1919. I'm not with it today, am I? The pretzel bat can eat up to 3,000 midgets in one night. That's handy if you don't like them. The name of the first NASA space to be deliberately crashed was a Deep Impact. St. Barbara is the patron saint of those beslaid by lightning. The River Ganges is 1,557 miles long. There are currently, this is a mouthful. It's a long number. 3,303,992,253 people living in the world cities. It's just a long number. Only 70% of British stags and hen parties are held abroad. The two hottest months of the Equator's month are March and September. The smallest unit of time is called the Yogtatoko second. A total mass of sunlight that strikes to the earth at any given moment weighs as much as an ocean liner. A kwarkvark means earth pig in Afrikaans. Numbering houses in London streets began in 1764. Prior to the Second World War, anyone could walk right up to the front door of the White House. The attack on Pearl Harbor killed 63 civilians. The first member of the royal family ever to leave home for a haircut was the Queen. Left-footed Robbie Fowler have scored 38 right-footed goals in his career so far. The Met Office supercomputer is powering at 80,000 PCs. In 1825, the first toilet was introduced in the White House. And also another thing about toilets, the word toilets is an anagram. Yes, you heard that right. Toilets is an anagram. And it spells T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot spells toilets. Check it out. Margate Station, train station in Kent. You'll see in the toilets, there's a little fact outside the toilets. It will tell you the history. Quite famous as well. So you can check it out on Google. T.S. Eliot. Anagram toilets. So if anybody says toilets or T.S. Eliot, you mean exactly the same thing. Trick. And make sure you don't lose screws when repairing electronic goods by poking everything you take out with blue tack. Fact. A radio was first offered in a car accessory in 1923. Tip. If your car gets stuck in the mud, because that can happen occasionally, place rubber foot mats in front of the tyres. I'm not reading anymore because it's too much for me. Oh, and I got some interesting news to tell you as well while we're here. Apart from the cup of tea thing, we're speaking it. The cup of tea thing. Vlogs to come. Vlogs to come. I'm going to review some interesting products. Probably some of them have not been out yet, but you get to see them. And there'll be links to the companies on those reviews of food and stuff. And I'm going to do a video on the Hogwarts Express. Not the one where you know on the films you see now. The one in the new films that are coming up. But that's not all. It's a Stingala Railway and it's Great Western Railways. So you see all the old. It'd be more than one train. Apart from that train, there'd be other trains. So it'd be like a whole aspect. But the last interesting vlog that I did, if you check it out, was Southend. I did like a 3-day Southend trip. And I did some music. I got my own charts now. I can't what day I'm posting it now. What day was it yesterday? Oh, Sunday. Sunday. Don't forget on Sunday. I think it's 6 o'clock. Sunday at 6 o'clock. The premiere happens. Or it'll still be there after that. Oh, Saturday. Is it Saturday or Sunday? What did I put on there? Saturday, sorry. I do apologise. Every Saturday from 6 p.m. premiere, you'll see a list of random songs. But here is where it gets a little bit interesting, as in really good. The next live stream I actually do, if you're here, Monday, 8 o'clock, my next live stream. If you have any ideas of songs you would like me to do, there'll be a lot of AI generated songs. They will be put in that Saturday thing on the Saturday. And whatever songs get popular over the Saturdays I do, they'll be randomly picked. And yes, if it's your idea, you will be tagged. Some promotion for your channel, basically, if you've got a channel. Yeah, that's if you're interested. Until next time. Hope you all have a lovely week and a lovely weekend. And I'll see you hopefully here again on Monday, 8 o'clock. Or just after 8 o'clock. Depends on Press Live. Okay, until next time.